Hey friends, in today's video, I have a super special guest. This is my best friend, Jackie. We've been friends for how many years? 28?
Yeah,
29 years.
Yeah.
We met when we were 11 years old in 6th grade gym class. So Jackie came to me about a month ago and asked for some makeup advice. She was like, I've been using the same makeup forever and we're getting older and, our skin's changing, so our makeup should change. So I asked her if she would be willing to be on my channel. We could talk about the makeup she has, talk about the issues that she's having, go shop for some makeup, and then do a little makeover. So I'm excited.
Me too.
You too? Okay. Yeah. So first of all, let's start with, walk me through real quickly your makeup routine.
So on a daily basis, sometimes I'll just rub this, which you suggested years ago.
Yes, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. This is a good one.
Yep. I'll rub that, but I find it...
You don't use our brushes?
Oh, yeah. But if I'm trying to... That's the problem. Like, if I'm trying to do something like lighter, I don't have an option for something that my skin would, show through. So then I just rub it on my face. But yes, I always use all of your brushes. Also, I put this blush on, which I've been using since I was like 16 and found it in my mother's drawer, which I get a lot of compliments.
Is it the same one?
No.
Okay.
That would be weird.
Well, I was just saying.
It looks a little worn, yeah. No, but...
So what is this? This is, do you know the brand?
CoverGirl.
CoverGirl, okay.
Yeah.
CoverGirl.
And I get compliments on it, but I also know that as you get older, like that shimmer.
Do you feel like it's accentuating texture or not?
I do.
You do?
Yeah. And I don't know any other like blush. This is the only thing I've ever used. And then the MAC makeup, I use this.
This is a good one. This is Expensive Pink. What's left of it.
Yes.
I love this. I love when I see people actually fully use products, which, being a beauty YouTuber, like I have way too much products. I have more products than anyone can actually go through. So I love when I see people actually finishing their products.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the thing is I stick to the same thing and don't want to go and expand and then it not work. I've done that and it's not cheap to do that. So I use that on like a daily basis. And then sometimes I use this, which I also got from you.
Yes. So one of the perks of being my friend is give PR. She gets some of my PRs.
Yes.
And makeup gifts.
Yeah. And so I'll do a little bit of shading with these colors here. I don't know.
So this is a Charlotte Tilbury palette. This is the Instant Eyes, Smoky Eyes are purple. So it has lots of options in here. And do you probably, I'm going to guess do you stick in right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe some of the darker ones for the corner of my eye whenever I'm trying to be fancy. I'll use that. There is another palette that I use that you actually gave me probably 15 years ago.
Same palette?
Same palette. And so, and then these two, you suggested these for a drugstore. And I bought this one and this one just seems to like leak underneath my eyes.
Okay.
But I feel like I might find something that's better, but I'm afraid to just keep trying stuff.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is today I'm going to treat you to all your new makeup.
I know.
So
I'm excited about that.
Yes.
And I don't reapply things a whole lot, so I like things to actually last all day. This is the only thing I use for any contouring. I don't know how to contour, but I am self-conscious about like, the extra here.
Okay.
So this is the only thing I use around my face.
Okay. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Did you pick this up because I recommended it?
Yeah, of course.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
We got to get you another one of these. So.
Yeah. And then, of course, the Long Stay lipstick. I love them, but if you don't put them on right, they'll mess up. And I'm wondering if there's anything else out there that might be better that's long. I just don't want to reapply.
Okay, so you don't want something sheer and glossy that's going to wear off in an hour.
No, because I'm not going to reapply. And this I got from PR from you too, which is really good.
Which is this Face Filter Blurring and Moisturizing Primer. Again, you came to me at the right time.
Yeah, that one's really good. Just wondering if I should stick with that, if there's something better. This is really good too. I think smooths out all it is very good, but I'm wondering if there's something, again.
This is one of my favorite powders. I heard a rumor they discontinued this actually.
Oh, no.
I know, I did. I'll confirm that. We'll go and look it up online, but someone did tell me they discontinued. This is the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Finishing Powder. It is such a beautiful blurring powder and it's translucent-ish. It's got a little bit of color, but not heavy. So it's great to like set foundation because it's not gonna like look heavy or cakey, but it will just smooth everything out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we can maybe find something similar if we can't find this at the store.
Yeah, and that's all I use because I have spent money on some makeup and then it just doesn't work out for me, so.
Okay, when you say that, like give me an example of something that didn't work out for you and what was it? Was it the color? Was it the way that it made your skin look?
Yeah, mostly the way that it like kind of cakes up on my skin. I can't tell you the brand, but there has been certain like foundations that like make my skin feel dry. Or what is it? I should know, the stuff that you put under your eyes.
Eye cream or concealer?
Concealer. So I don't use any concealer at all because no matter what, I feel like it gets cakey, and so I'd rather just not even put it on.
Are you using skincare like before you apply, even before this? Yeah, you're using moisturizer. Okay. Are you putting anything underneath your eyes, whether it's eye cream or moisturizer? Okay, you gotta do that.
Okay.
That'll definitely help because I definitely feel over the last 5 years, concealer doesn't look like it used to look on me. You know, especially throughout the day. Like I'll look in the mirror 5 hours after doing my makeup, and what looked really smooth when I applied it, now I can see like every little. It actually, to me, makes it look worse than having anything on. So it's real important to hydrate before you apply concealer.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually used concealer, but when I have, that's what I find happens. So I just don't use it at all. Okay. And just like the drying, this does really dry out your lips a whole lot. I do like it that I don't have to reapply, but then it looks kind of crazy all over my lips. So, and I'm not looking at myself throughout the day. I really like to keep things very basic and continue to use it till I die.
And then, and do you like bold colors like this all the time?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you don't want anything like this.
I do like something, because I do have some of those options in this. Like all my lip colors are this or what you've given me.
Okay.
But mostly I do use, but I like that to have like something just kind of nude, you know?
And for the eyes, do you just wear like one simple color on your eyes, or do you?
I like the option to have both, but yeah, for the most part, I'll just use
do the
that color.
expensive pink. Okay. How much time do you want to spend on your makeup every day?
20 minutes is what usually what I spend on getting ready when I get ready,
Okay, what else do I need to know? When you look at your makeup, what are the things that kind of like for me, for example, you know, the thing I'm always trying to address is my pores. I feel like large pores and then like this texture in here. That's the thing I think I guess is my
vulnerable spots.
Yeah. And I'm trying to be careful with the words I use because we know we love ourselves and we don't want to talk about ourselves. But those are my concerns. So what would be your concerns?
That too. Yeah. Is the texture of my skin. Yeah, really like if it's things settling weird.
Okay.
And I've talked to you about it before, but I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing contouring or not. I feel like everybody does do it, but I don't know if I should do that. I do have I get self-conscious about my face looking really round. So that's why I go into maybe I'm supposed to contour here. So I just put it all over. No clue.
I think a round face looks youthful though.
Yeah.
I think you don't look a day over 20.
Oh, thank you.
And then you don't wear eyeliner. What about brows? Did you do anything for brows? No? Okay.
I just brush them. I mean, I'm open to all of it, but if I wear eyeliner, it's like if I'm going somewhere fancy and I'll try to do the liquid eyeliner, which I'm okay with, but I don't do it on a daily basis, but I do like to do it.
Well, I think I have everything I need to know. Are you ready to go shopping?
Yes, of course.
Let's do it. Oh, and last question. This is on me. This is my treat. Do you prefer we go drugstore? So these are things that you can repurchase and rebuy, or do you want to go a little high end today? What are you feeling?
I can do a mixture of both. As long as it's good, I'll continue to use it. I just don't want to waste my money and then just have it sit in the drawer.
Okay, perfect. Well, we'll go to Ulta then. That way we can have a mixture of both.
Yes. Okay.
Perfect. Let's do it. You guys, we had so much fun shopping at Ulta. We shopped everything from skincare, we shopped some prestige beauty brands, and we also shopped some drugstore brands. We loaded Jackie up with everything she needs to do a complete full look of makeup, starting from her primer to her finishing lip gloss. It was so much fun to treat her and spoil her to a whole new makeup routine. So we're back. We just got back from Ulta. We filled this bag pretty much to the brim. Well, maybe not, but it seemed like we did. We got a lot of stuff for Jackie. Of course, I couldn't leave picking things up for myself too, so I'm excited about that. We were like, oh, this for you, this for me. We have a good mix of drugstore, affordable beauty products, and a few high-end products. I really wanted to kind of splurge where I felt like it was necessary. So her foundation, we got her IT Cosmetics foundation. We did splurge and get a Charlotte Tilbury cream eyeshadow. We looked around for some favorite brands that do carry more budget-friendly options, but we just couldn't find the right color. So is there anything here that you're really excited about?
The mascara. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
And the lipstick.
And the lipstick. Yeah, we picked up a couple of the Revlon like Color Stay Longwear lipsticks, which will be a nice mix from what you're using. They'll probably be pretty similar.
Okay.
But I did feel that these were moisturizing and hydrating to the lips. So I think you're going to like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do her full face of makeup. She's removed everything she has on. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to voice over this part and I'm going to share with you kind of all the products that we picked and why we picked them. And I can't wait to see the final result. You ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. So I did have Jackie prep her skin off camera with a little moisturizer, and I'm going in with the Tula Blurring Moisturizer and Primer that we purchased for Jackie. This was a product that she was already using and loving, and it's just an extra step to prep the skin for makeup. I like to apply it starting in the center of the face and really work it into the areas that she needs it the most, which is kind of the center of the face and the forehead. Next, we're going in with the Mario Badescu Brightening Eye Serum. You know I love to prep under the eyes before we go in with concealer, especially once you get over the age of 35. It's so key to hydrate underneath the eyes before going in with concealer, just so you have a more natural look and prettier blend with your concealer. We are going to go in with foundation. I purchased Jackie the IT CC Glow Cream. It has an SPF of 40, and I thought she was going to like this because she did talk about her previous foundation just looking a little heavy and cakey. And this foundation is going to give her a good kind of light to medium coverage, but it's also going to be very hydrating, and it's going to give her some additional SPF coverage. I'm using the BK Beauty 106 brush, and I'm starting in the center of the face. And if you notice, I kind of like to just press to build the coverage that I need, and then I'll blend out around the perimeter of the face. This is a really nice foundation, especially if you have drier skin, which, you know, Jackie and I are the same age. She's actually a year older than me, and I know from personal experience my skin is starting to get drier as I get older. So this is a really great option for drier skin types. Going in with one of my favorite affordable concealers. This is the ColourPop concealer. This is such a hydrating and beautiful formula. It gives excellent coverage and it just looks so natural and skin-like underneath the eyes. It's rich but not heavy or thick. I'm using the BK Beauty A506 to blend this in. I'm just pressing it underneath the eyes to build some coverage, and then we'll sweep the excess out to blend out. Jackie already has all the BK Beauty brushes, so I wanted to use brushes I knew she had so that she could go and duplicate this look at home. Going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Brightening Powder. I really wanted to spoil and treat Jackie to this powder because it is one of my favorite pressed powders, and I decided to do pressed for Jackie so that she had a product both for her purse and for home. I knew having a loose powder wouldn't really translate to on-the-go touch-ups, so I wanted a powder that was multitasking. This one's really beautiful. It's a silky formula. It's pretty sheer, but it has a little bit of color, and I'm using the BK Beauty 113 brush to apply this real lightly in the center of the face and underneath the eyes just to set everything in place. Because the CC cream has a glowy, dewy finish, it's really important to set it in place. Going in with the NYX Tinted Eyebrow Mascara in the shade Blonde. So Jackie didn't have a brow routine before today. She didn't use any products in her brow. So instead of going in with a pencil and a brow gel, I felt like that would be too much for her. I really wanted to kind of start with baby steps. So we're using a tinted brow gel because it's easy. It's going to give a little bit of color and shape to her brows, but it's going to be something that's not too far off from what she's doing now, which is nothing. Next, we're going in with the Revolution Makeup Cream Bronzer, and I'm going in with the Nikki LaRose BK Beauty N15 brush to apply this. I really love this brush for cream bronzer and for powder bronzer, and I like to just tap this brush onto the skin. This brush does a great job of picking up the perfect amount of product, not too much, but just enough, and I like to just press it to blend it out onto the skin. I'm keeping it pretty light. Jackie is pretty fair skin, and she doesn't do a lot of steps already, so I really wanted the makeup to be something that she could look in the mirror and feel comfortable with, and something that she would be comfortable doing on herself every day. Next, we're going in with the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize Cream Shadow. This is the shade Champagne. It's a really pretty, just soft, shimmery champagne shade. I'm sweeping this all across the eyelid from the lash line up into the crease. I wanted to keep the eye look pretty simple for Jackie, so we're just going to use this as her lid color and also as a primer because we are going to incorporate some powder shadows into this look. It's really easy to work with. She can use a brush, she can use her finger, and it's going to stay in place and last all day. She's not going to have to worry about it creasing or fading throughout the day. Then I'm going in with the Charlotte Tilbury palette that she already owns, and I'm going in with the N13 blending brush from the Nikki LaRose and BK Beauty collection. I love this brush for a simple look. If you just want one shadow to do your eye makeup, this is a great one because it's stiff at the base, but it's also soft and fluffy at the crease. So you can use the side of the brush to apply a shadow, which I'm doing right now, or you can use the tip to apply and blend out crease color. I'm just packing a little shimmery shade on the center of her lid to add an extra pop. Going in with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the shade Double Life. This is a really beautiful, like kind of warm, reddish, bronzy shade. And I'm lining Jackie's eyes from the inner corner to the outer corner of her lash line. I love these pencils. They're very soft. You can smudge them out. Once they set, they stay in place. They don't budge. They're really beautiful. I'm taking the Nikki LaRose angled brush just to kind of clean that up, smudge it out, and just perfect the eyeliner. Next, we're taking the Charlotte Tilbury brightening powder that we applied on Jackie's face, and we're using this as her brow highlight. It's a little bit lighter, it's matte, so it's going to balance out all that shimmer that we put on her lid. Next, the Maybelline Sky High Lash Primer, just to prime her lashes for mascara. Going in with the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. This is such a great one. I wanted to keep her mascara drugstore so she could repurchase it as it's the most frequently repurchased product in her makeup collection. Lining the lower lash line with that same Urban Decay pencil. I like to line from the outer corner and line about halfway over. Then I'm taking a small crease brush and I'm just blending and softening that out. Adding a little mascara on the lower lashes, not too much, just a little to define them. The e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand in the shade Rosé You Slay. Such a pretty color, especially for fair skin. It's going to give a little bit of a goldy pink color to the cheek and a little bit of a highlight as well. And I'm using the BK Beauty 112 brush to blend that in. Going in with the Milani lip liner in the shade Nude to create some shape for Jackie's lips and slightly overline them. This is going to give a good base so that if her lipstick does wear off throughout the day, she's got a little color left on her lips. We're taking the Revlon Color Stay matte lipstick in the shade Manifest. It's a nice neutral with a little bit of color. Jackie likes more color on her lips, so I didn't want to go with anything too bare or too muted. Adding a little bit of a gloss just to highlight the lips and add some hydration and some shine. So this is the finished look. What do you think?
I love it.
You love it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a little bit more glam.
Yeah.
But I think you could tweak this and make it more everyday by just kind of eliminating a couple steps. Instead of going really pink on the eyes, I took this really pretty, like warm copper brown pencil to complement your eyes. So it's a little more neutral than a pink shadow. And I think I love it.
Yeah, I love it too.
Okay,
Thank
awesome.
you.
Well, thanks for being on my channel.
Yes.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.